Good morning everyone. Basa na tayo ng Bible guys. Ang topic natin ngayon ay pang July 12. Bilisan na natin at kanina pa ako nag-umpisa. Puro piyok ang nangyayari. Ay. Psalm chapter 4, 5 and 6 and Acts chapter 17 verse 16 to 34 ang karugtong kahapon yan. Dito muna tayo sa Acts. Nawala na kaagad. In Athens, basa na guys. In Athens, while Paul was waiting for them in Athens, he was greatly distressed to see that the city was full of idols. So he reasoned in the synagogue with the Jews and the God-fearing Greek as well as in the marketplace by day with those who happened to be there. A group of Epicurean and stock philosophers began to dispute. Nabasa ko yung Epicurean guys. This is a disciple siya or a students of Greek philosophers Epicurus. Kaya Epicurean ang tawag. A group of Epicurean and stock philosophers began to dispute with him. Some of them sa Google ko yung nabasa ha. Hindi kay rap, sa Google yun. Epicurean and stock philosophers began to dispute with him. Some of them asked, "What is the babbler trying to say?" Others remarked, "He seems to be advocating foreign gods." They said this because Paul was preaching the good news about Jesus and the resurrection. Then they took him and brought him to a meeting of the Areopagus, where they said to him, "May we know what the new teaching is that you are presenting? You are bringing some strange ideas to our ears, and we want to know what they mean." All the Athenians and the foreigners who lived there spent their time doing nothing but talking about and listening to the latest ideas. Sa verse 22. Paul then stood up in the meeting of the Areopagus and said, "Men of Athens, I say that in every way you are very religious, for as I walk around and look carefully at your objects of worship, I even found an altar with this inscription, to an unknown God. Now, what you worship as something unknown, I am going to proclaim to you. The God who made the world and everything in it is the Lord of heaven and earth, and does not live in temples built by hands, and he is not served by human hands, and as if he needed anything, because he himself gives all men life and breath and everything else. From one man he made every nation of men that they should inhabit the whole earth, and he determined the time set for them and the exact places where they should live. God did this so that men would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from each other of us. From its one pala yun. God, sa verse 27, God did not, ano ba, mali. Yung mata ko ba o yung bibig ang nag-rumble? Did this so that men would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from each one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being. As some of your own poets have said, we are his offspring. Sa verse 29. Therefore, since we are God's offspring, we should not think that the divine being is like gold or silver or stone, an image made by man's design and skill. In the past, God overlooked such ignorance, but now He commands all people everywhere to repent. He has set a day when He will judge the world with justice by the man He has appointed. He has given proof of this to all men by raising him from the dead. When they heard about the resurrection of the dead, some of them sneered, but others said, "We want to hear you again on this subject." At that, Paul left the council. A few men became followers of Paul and believed. Among them was Dionysius, a member of the Areopagus, Also a woman named Damaris, and a number of others. So, yun na siya. Dito na tayo sa nagmamadali na. Dito na tayo sa Psalm 4, 5, and 6. Sorry. Psalm 4. Chapter 4. Okay. Yung karugtong kasi kahapon kasi is 1, 2, 3. So, ngayon, 4, 5, 6. So, maiksi lang naman guys. Bilisan. Wala pang 5 minutes to. Nakalagay sa theme. Basahin na naman natin yung taas. Yung headers. Nakalagay sa theme. Rejoicing in God's protection and peace, we can place our confidence in God because He will listen when we call on Him. Author, David. So, ito na yung chapter 4. Wait lang. Inom muna tayo. At baka pipiyok na naman tayo. Ba't kaya ako no? Hindi ako nakakatagal magbasa ng dire-diretso. Kaya magagandang boses dyan, mamigay naman kayo ng magandang boses. Di ba yung mga kumakanta kahit ang haba, ang tataas ng nila, hindi sila pumipiyok. Tayo, hindi naman tayo kumakanta, pumipiyok pa rin. Diba? So, dito na tayo sa chapter 4 ng Psalm. For the director of music with string instrument. Oh, so pwede to kantahin yung mga marurunong kumanta. Excuse me, nabusog sa tubig. Basa na guys, chapter 4. For the director of music with a string instrument, a psalm of David. 1, yung verse 1 guys. Answer me when I call to you, O my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Be merciful to me and hear my prayer. Amen. Hear our prayer, Father God. Tama na po yung COVID-19, parang awa mo na. Pagalingin nyo na po lahat ng may sakit na COVID-19, please. Verse 2. How long, O men, will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? Know that the Lord has set apart the godly for Himself. May karugtong pa pala doon guys. Sorry. So, verse 2. How long, O men, will you turn my glory into shame? Kasi ang layo ng karugtong kasi. How long, sinisip pa yung writer. Okay. Ulit. Verse 2. How long, O men, will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusion and seek false gods? Selah. Yun yung nakalimutan natin. Verse 3. Know that the Lord had set apart the godly for Himself. The Lord will hear when I call to Him. Pwede siyang palitan guys, yung verse 2 raw. So, kanta nga ito. Pwede mong palitan niya. Or you dishonor my glorious one, or seek lies. Ang galing niya na. My headers, my footers. Tapos dito sa verse 4. In your anger, do not sin. When you are on your beds, search your hearts and be silent. Offer right sacrifices and trust in the Lord. Many are asking who can show us any good. Let the light of your face shine upon us, O Lord. You have filled my heart with greater joy than when the grain and new wine abound. I will lie down and sleep in peace, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. So, dito tayo sa chapter 5, nakalagay sa atin, the lies of enemies, God is able to defend us from lies spoken against us. Author David. So, for the director of music, four plots, a Psalm of David. Oh, yung flute instrument ito. Four plots, a Psalm of David. Ang hirap, anuhin yan. Ang hirap, ano ba ito? Ang hirap i-play nito. Kailangan mahaba yung hininga mo niyan. Yung flute, diba? Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my sighing. Listen to my cry for help, my King and my God. For to you I pray. In the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my request before you and wait in expectation. Yep. Yun lang naman request natin sa morning. Gumaling ang lahat ng may sakit. Yung COVID-19 kasi, Father God, ang tagal-tagal na. Para namang nakakasawa na yung paalisin mo na kasi. Ano guys, very annoying na, diba? Hindi ka naman, maiinis ka na eh. Andyan pa rin kasi para bang, ano bang meron sa COVID-19 at ayaw pa umalis? Diba? Parang nakakainis. Kasi lahat apektado eh. Kaya nga dapat gumaling na talaga lahat ng may sakit. Mag-pray lang po kayo at gumaling na. Kasi dati nga wala namang doktor, prayer lang, gumagaling naman. You are not a God who takes reaction ko lang yun ha. Kasi sometimes pag naiinis ka guys, yung reaction mo hindi mo makokontrol pag ka. You are not a God who takes pleasure in evil. With you the wicked cannot dwell. The arrogant cannot stand in your presence. You hate all who do wrong. Ha? Kasasabi ko lang nakakainis. Ako ba pinatatamaan ito? Sapul ka agad si Ralph. Ulitin natin yung verse 5 guys. Verse 4. You are not a God who takes pleasure in evil. With you the wicked cannot dwell. The arrogant cannot stand in your presence. You hate all who do wrong. You destroy those who tell lies, bloodthirsty and deceitful men. The Lord abhors. But I, by your great mercy, will come into your house. In reverence will I bow down toward your holy temple. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness because of my enemies. Make straight your way before me. Not a word from their mouths can be trusted. Their heart is filled with destruction. Their throat is an open grave. With their tongue they speak deceit. Declare them guilty, O God. Let their intrigues be their downfall. Banish them for their many sins, for they have rebelled against you. So verse 11, but let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection. Kaya minsan guys, maganda rin yung may Bible kayo na kaharap. Kasi nag-rumble na talaga. Oh. Let them ever sing for joy. Di ba, malapit na yung salamin ko pinagawa. Lilinaw na ulit mata ko. Let, but let Sa verse 11 ulit. But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection over them. Yes, Amen. Spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may rejoice in you. For surely, O Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield. Nandito na tayo sa chapter 6. 4, 5, 6 lang tayo, diba? So, malapit na. 1 minute. Nakalagay sa theme, Deliverance in Trouble. God is able to rescue us. So, sa pag may trouble kayo guys, ito yung chapter 6 ang anahin nyo. Dasalin nyo. Pwede nyo kantahin kung marunong kayo kumanta. Theme, Deliverance in Trouble. God is able to rescue us. Author, David. Nakalagay, for the director of music with string instruments. So, pwede rito ang guitar. According to the Sheminith, marami namang string instrument, diba? May bass, may double bass, may guitar, ano pa ba mga string instrument? According to Shemit, a son of David, verse 1. O Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger, or discipline me in your wrath. Be merciful to me, Lord, for I am faint. O Lord, help me, for my bones are in agony. My soul is in anguish. How long, O Lord, how long? Turn, O Lord, and deliver me. Save me because of your unfailing love. No one remember you when he is dead, who praises you from the grave. I am worn out from groaning all night long. I flood my bed with weeping, and rinse my couch with tears. My eyes grow weak with sorrow. They fail because of all my foes. Away from me, all you who do evil. For the Lord has heard my weeping. The Lord has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord accepts my prayer. All my enemies will be ashamed and dismayed. They will turn back in sudden disgrace. So, ayun. Hanggang dyan lang siya. Lagyan ko tanda para gawa tayo description. Bye everyone. God bless.